Hi, welcome to a new episode of The Young and the Restless. We open up with Michael. He is waiting in Chancellor Park, looking at his watch. I think he's waiting for somebody. Then Phyllis pulls up on him. Then we go over to the Abbot house, and Tucker and Ashley are there having fun, and they are kissing and talking about business, planning for their new next step with their new company. And then Diane walks in, sees them kissing, and slams the door like it's her house and tells them to get a room. Then we see Daniel runs into Jack at the athletic club, and Daniel thanks him for talking to him even after what Phyllis did. I'm like, Daniel, you're such a wuss. You're just like Jack. Like, come on. You're begging Jack after what he did to your mom? Come on. They both want Phyllis to come back and take accountability. And then they discuss Summer and how it has affected her marriage and life. Then Daniel sees Lily and drifts off with excitement. Then we see Billy is in the office and gets a visit from Summer. Billy claims that he is burning out fire with Ashley leaving the company, and he's getting constant calls from board members and reporters. And Summer wants to discuss marketing, and Billy thinks that Chelsea isn't ready for the job, and he tells her to go back to Italy to find the right person. But Summer thinks that Billy is freezing her out and literally sending her back to Italy. Then we see Lily is surprised to see Daniel and Daniel says that Esther told him where she was. Lily reveals that the game has caught on board in South America, and Jack congratulates Daniel, then leaves. And Lily says that she's glad things hasn't disrupted or damaged Daniel's relationship with Jack. Then we see Ashley and Tucker ask Diane what she is doing there, and she should be at Jabot exploiting her new position she doesn't deserve. And then Diane says that they are ridiculous and says that she deserves the job, and then she walks away, but Ashley and Tucker continue to kiss, and it pisses off Diane. Back in the park, Michael questions why Phyllis is hiding in plain sight and tells Phyllis that Christine also visits the park, so it's a bad idea. Michael tells her to stay hidden until she is ready to turn herself in, and they discuss Summer's marriage being ruined, and Phyllis says that she can't fix anything in hiding. She wants to come back and fix it. Then we see at Jabot, Billy explains that he's not trying to vanish Summer. He just wants her to recruit someone from Italy who knows about the company. Billy tells her that he believes in her and she can fix it. Then Jack arrives and they discuss the recruitment, and Jack suggests that she talk to Diane, but Summer says she can handle it on her own. What the hell does Diane know about fashion? But Billy tells Jack that they are a few steps away from doomsday because he's constantly being bombarded by board members and from reporters. Then we see Jack complains about Ashley and Tucker and about how she is leaving the company so abruptly with no warning or anything of that sort. I'm like, Jack, you pushed your sister out. You did. You chose Diane over her. What are you complaining about? And he questions what did she leave with and who has she become. Then we go back to Lily and Daniel. Skip, boring. Then we see Billy tells him how much phone calls and interviews he had to do. And Jack thinks that she wants to punish him because she didn't get what she wants. And wonders if Ashley will take the patterns with her like she did when she went off to Paris. And they believe that it will get ugly with Tucker by her side. Then we see Ashley wants to get rid of Diane out of the house and the city. And Tucker thinks that she will never leave and says that Diane has her dream life. Tucker says that Ashley has to get in the dirt in order to get rid of Diane and play her game. And Ashley thinks that there is only one person who can finish it off, and it's Phyllis. Then we see at the park, Michael wants to know everything about Stark. And then Michael asks Phyllis why didn't she trust him and call him earlier for him to help her. Then we see Phyllis claims that it's time to change and she needs Michael's help. She gives Michael the details about Stark. Then we see Billy says that they need a secret weapon to counter Ashley and Tucker, and they discuss how to challenge Ashley. Billy tells Jack that he shouldn't take it personal, it's business. But Jack yells and claims about distrust. Billy makes it clear that he wants no parts of the personal beef between Ashley and Jack. Then we see Summer interrupts Daniel and Lily and tells Daniel that they have to meet with Michael. Lily leaves. Daniel questions what it's about, and Daniel tries to shrink Summer into figuring out how she's doing, but she isn't interested. But eventually she breaks down and wishes she could talk to Kyle, and she can't understand how Kyle is so quick to leave her. And then we see Phyllis questions why Michael is always checking his watch, and he tells her that he is meeting up with her kids and tells Phyllis that she ain't gonna come. Michael and Phyllis discuss all the apologies that she has to do, and Michael warns Phyllis that she needs to leave the situation she needs to come face the situation in order to move forward. Then we see Phyllis tells Michael that she will call him once she's ready, and Michael leaves to go see the kids, and we hear someone yells. It's Diane, and we realize that the person is Diane after the person said, "Phyllis, how dare you?" Then we see Diane says that, "Whoa, you aren't even trying to hide." Diane threatens to call the police and yell about the people that Phyllis has hurt. And I'm like, who is Diane to call out someone? Diane, you did the same thing. Did you worry about the people you hurt? It took you how many years? 20 years to come back? Phyllis says that Jack will eventually open his eyes to Diane, and we realize that it was all a dream. Then we see that Diane is at Jabot with Billy and Jack, and they discuss how to move forward after Ashley leaves. At Jabot, Billy leaves, and Jack and Diane boring skip. Daniel and Summer discuss Phyllis and how they turned their backs on her in the latter end, and Summer says that she is the one who is paying the price for Phyllis's death. Then we see Phyllis writes a text of apology to everyone she loves, and in it she claims that Diane has won and she was wrong and all that stuff, and she gives up. Then we see Michael comes and he tells Daniel and Summer that Phyllis is coming back to turn herself in. And then we see Diane says that she wants the competition. Jack and his stupid ass then propose and begs her to marry him, says she likes him like this. I'm like, oh Jack, I'm sick of you. And Ashley thinks that Phyllis can't stay away forever. She'll be back. And wonders what plan Tucker has. And Tucker discusses plans to get Diane. Jack claims that he wants to run away with Diane to a private island to live, but Diane doesn't want to leave GC and claims that Jack has to stay and run the company. No, he doesn't. Then we see Phyllis sits in the park and questions what the hell she wrote and says that it's not her. And there's hell no. Diane doesn't win. She is not gonna win everything. Never will she let Diane win. And she is coming out of hiding to finish Diane off. And she's gonna finish what she started. Then we see Michael says to the kids that Phyllis feels responsible for Summer's marriage, so she is coming back to fix it. And they discuss how to set Phyllis free, and we see Tucker is there overhearing everything. And I think that Tucker is going to help find the EMT. Thanks for watching. Bye.